Today we're going to be looking at Underworld Ascendant.
Yes.
Ascendant. There's an ant
Ascendant.
at the end. Little ant.
Yeah.
Little ant. So these give us a little rundown of the guys that are doing this.
I was kind of really excited when I stumbled upon this project because these are the guys that funded these are the guys that started Looking Glass Studio, and they were kind of responsible for not only my baptism into PC gaming, but like my baptism into gaming in general. Like these were the games that like really flipped that switch in my brain to let me know that I loved games. We're talking about like Thief and Ultima and the original System Shock. They didn't develop, but they were involved in the second System Shock. They went on to inspire like Deus Ex and all those kind of games, and like
BioShock really, even, right? If
yeah, BioShock. Like their coaching tree, if you want to use that term, is vast. All these guys that used to work at Looking Glass have gone out and done such great things, or work with or for Looking Glass. And these guys are back, and they're kind of doing a spiritual successor to the Ultima games. And
right.
There's a lot to like, and a few things that are concerning about the stuff they're showing us. Obviously, it's Kickstarter, so it's early, so we can't be too critical.
Right, right.
But I really like the kind of world they're showing us so far.
Absolutely.
I think the easy comparison when you're looking at the footage is Skyrim, obviously, but there's something about it that Skyrim didn't have. Skyrim had this like kind of very static sort of 7th grade play feel to it, where everything's a prop, everything has its place. And no matter if you walk out into the woods, you're gonna meet an enemy, you're gonna hit that enemy with your hitting thing, and then it's gonna fall down and die, or you're gonna shoot with your arrows or use your lightning fire or whatever. And this kind of that was all that was gonna happen. This world feels a lot more like a world. Like all of a sudden a giant spider shows up.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden a giant squid shows up, and I can destroy that bridge, and I can interact with things like they're actually things.
Yeah, and I totally agree with you. It looks great, and I think especially like I played the Ultima games; they were great. I played a couple of them. I mean, I think there were like 9 or something like that.
There's a shitload.
There's a ton of them. I think I played 4 or 5. But yeah, though they're great games. My only concern with this, I feel that it might be too ambitious for the goal that they have set.
Yeah, I can see. I mean, looking at their goal is $600,000, which
that's not the entirety. That's just like the startup. But still, I mean, looking at AAA games now, how much money is put into it? Granted, a lot of it does go to advertisement, but $600,000 is not that much money. I don't think this is their only form of funding, obviously. And right.
I mean, this is obviously very early footage.
Of
a
course.
lot of rough edges to it. I'm a little concerned with that as well, but we've seen a lot of small studios do very ambitious things with not a lot of money, and these guys have a track record.
Oh, true. They're veterans.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone that seems to be working on this is a veteran. I mean, hardcore back to the 90s, which is awesome. At the same time, I hope that it's just not like a remake. I really do hope they bring some new things. But, I mean, from what they showed, it looks sweet.
Yeah, I mean, there's a couple really cool moments, like when you're in the lake and that Kraken thing shows
Yeah,
up.
it's just random.
Like, oh, shit, Kraken, and then you grow a mushroom for some reason, and that stops it. Like,
yeah.
there's like really kind of cool little things. It doesn't make any sense out of context, but it's enough to intrigue us, which I think is kind of the point of the Kickstarter.
Right.
So it's nice to see. As far as a Kickstarter goes, I think it's very successful. They're very convincing.
Oh, absolutely.
The developers are very convincing on camera that they're very passionate.
Oh, it's very, very well put together. Not only that, I mean, as of right now, they only have 14 days to go, but they're almost already to that. Like, I think they only need like 115,000 more, like, which is, I mean, percentage-wise,
a shitload of money.
That's all. Yeah, it's not like I'm like, oh yeah, here you go, fucking take it. No, but I'm saying like, oh, that's not that much when it comes to this Kickstarter campaign, because I think like the last days are really where people are like, okay, let's get this done. Let's get this done. So,
yeah, they've almost have 10,000 backers already.
Yeah. And, I mean, why wouldn't you? These guys are veterans. You know they're not going to just run away with your money and what have you.
I've kind of liked how Kickstarter has become this sort of place for, creators of our past to kind of work their way back.
Yeah.
Like the guys who made Clock Tower, I know, are doing a Kickstarter too. Like, those are proven guys, but they've just kind of been in the wind for a bunch of years, or at least as far as mainstream gaming goes.
Yeah, they aren't in mainstream. But I'm definitely going to keep following up with this and seeing how this goes. I mean, again, we were kind of talking before we started. Fantasy RPGs, that's probably my favorite genre of all time.
Yeah.
And I really hope that this. I mean, if it has a storyline of like one of the old Ultima games, I'm cool because they're good storytellers. At the end of the day, they are storytellers. I just hope that since they're moving to more 3D, big world graphics, that they don't. I hope it doesn't turn into Skyrim, I think is what I'm trying to get at. Because Skyrim was, there were cool little stories here and there, but really it was so overshadowed by dragons that were flying backwards. Not to diss Bethesda, but I'm just saying, like, it was almost
Macho Man Randy Savage.
It was a little too ambitious. I mean, I loved Oblivion. That's probably one of my top 10 favorite games of all time. I know a lot of people are going to disagree with me there, but that's really all I have to say about this one.
Yeah, I mean, there's a spirit here that's kind of not present in a lot of other video games. Yeah. Like that kind of 90s era PC gaming.
Which was
spirit.
Great. Like, if I could describe 90s RPGs in one word, it would be complicated.
Not user-fucking friendly.
There was a lot going on, and they were super complicated, but I love that, and I miss that about a lot of games. I feel like a lot of RPGs nowadays are, I mean, they're too kind of simple in a way, you know? They're too linear.
Yeah, it was kind of that Quake 3 engine era of gaming where it was like all about ambition, not about friendliness.
Well, it was about, we can't really improve the graphics anymore. Let's just make it a super complex skill tree. Like, remember System Shock when you had to go through all the fucking rooms to train? You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah.
Like, you have 3 rooms, you go through one, train through that, and another 3 rooms, and another 3 rooms. You're like, what am I fucking doing? And there's no explanation.
You basically had to take a community college course on how to play the game before you could play the game.
It's true, but it was great. I loved it.
Oh, but it was great. And it's like...
Replayability was great.
Well, I used that analogy of a 7th grade school play before, and that's how kind of a lot of games feel to me. Like, everything is very static and staged, and there's not a sense of immersion that I think games used to have. And I think that complicated game design kind of goes into that a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, the more complicated it is, the more invested you get, and the more you feel like you're participating in something. You're not watching something. And I think
that's why I like RPGs in general. Because that's like that. I created this character. This is me. I know that sounds super nerdy, and I hope my wife isn't listening to this at all. But really, you feel like I remember in Mass Effect, I think that's one of the best examples I can come up with. When I saved the goddamn world, I fucking saved the goddamn world. You know what
absolutely.
I mean?
Yeah.
I felt, and then when you were like walking around and someone didn't recognize you, you'd be like, "Motherfucker, do you not know who I am?"
Well, it's kind of the difference between when you're watching a movie, like watching a popcorn summer movie, and watching a movie that touches your heart, sort of thing. Watching the Shawshank,
it means something more to you.
Yeah, watching the Shawshank Redemption compared to watching Indiana Jones, and it's something that, like, I don't know, it's been missing for a long time, and it's my favorite part of Kickstarter is that things like these are coming back, and not only that, but these games are finding an audience.
Right.
I mean, yeah, they're not at their goal yet, but God, $500,000 worth of people want this game
already. And once they put more stuff out, they'll get more people. I mean, as of right now, I'm assuming that all these people are just fans of the creators. And once they actually start putting out demos, early release, all that crap, betas, alphas, megas, omegas, vitamin B12, all of those, I think more people will like it. But let's wrap this up. We kind of already talked
rambled
a lot about
on a bit too long.
Yeah.
Are you going to contribute, you think?
Yeah, I'll contribute. I definitely, if they come out with some more content in like a beta or early access, definitely something I'll jump on board with. If more of this comes out, hopefully we'll be doing another video down the road.
Yeah, absolutely. You can also vote for it on Steam Greenlight, so go check it out. I already voted for it. So, and I'm also going to contribute, by the way. So I'm super excited for this game.
Sweet.
And tune back in for more info on this game as it comes available.
Yeah, and we'll link everything down the bottom here. All
right, so
yeah,
give these guys your support, and we'll talk to you next time.
See ya.
See ya. What is up, guys? It's AJ, just stopping by to say thank you for watching the video. Also to say, if there's anything on Kickstarter you want us to talk about, video games, movies, comic books, anything, leave in the comments below and we'll check it out. Maybe make an episode about it. Also, want to take some time to do all that boring YouTube stuff, like ask you to subscribe and to like, but what we'd really like you to do is share our work. Show us to other people. Spread the fucking gospel. Church Video Game Time Machine. We have the best communion bread. It's got chocolate in it. If you like this video, then check out some other stuff we do. Like this video. Or this video. Bunch of idiots. Again, thanks for watching. Catch you guys next time.